Hello friends, hello fans, hello folks, hello family members. Welcome back to another movie review with Just Goody. And today, like always, I've brought you guys a very sumptuous and interesting movie. I mean, when I say please delicious, deliciousness is worrying this particular movie. If there's any other thing that I pride myself in, is the fact that if I tell you that a movie is a hit, take it or leave it, the movie is a hit. And this one is because it is a comedy movie, but it has a level of seriousness to it, and there's a lesson to learn. This movie is titled Queen Latifah, a movie by Wunmi Toriola. Queen Latifah was on YouTube like 4 years ago, and then Queen Latifah decided to take this big leap to bring it to cinema, and this is also our first ever cinema movie. When I'm shooting this video, the movie has already grossed up to 57.7 million in sales. But this movie came out alongside Lisha being on Netflix, and I think Farmer's Brother as well. But yes, today we're talking about Queen Latifah, and this movie is distributed by Cinemas. Stick with me as I give you reasons why I think this movie is a hit and why you should also watch it.
Latifah, my sister.
How many countries did you get to travel to? Where did you go?
Few cities like Milan, Tokyo.
For real?
I graduated from the Greenwich Marketing Postgraduate Program.
Hello, I'm in Paris, so I didn't still around. It's like if it's
You live in Bodilon Towers, right?
Yes. Lagos is an opportunity disguised as geography.
Welcome to the center of excellence, the Nigerian capital of dreams come true.
Queen Latifah.
Lati. No, it's just laugh. We just can't be a swagger. Deal. If you want to drive Rolls Royce 2024, just knock on the door of Engineer Rishi.
Minute to 12. 1 minute after 12, buy you pay another 300,000.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Well, if you're still here, it means that you're interested in this movie. Now let's get right into it. The movie is about a young lady who is not well off. She lives in the slum, but she knows the in total and the every details about the 1% of the 1%, the people in the B class. And she also has a friend who owns a boutique that whenever she needs to go to a place that where the big guys are, she would get the latest designer clothes and the latest bags and the latest shoes, to just keep up appearance. I think the scene that came up first was when she was at the mall. Yes, she was at the mall, and then all of a sudden she just fell. We didn't even know at first that it was staged by her and what would I call her? Our assistant. Yes, our assistant, and then that would be Pretty Fola. So in the absence of forgetting their name, because I saw this movie at the premiere, I'm just going to use their normal name so you can relate with it. So she fell like that, and then she caused a big issue at the supermarket. Like she just made mention of one very big lawyer, that those were they were scared of the name. Like, this person is such a busy person, there's no need for us. When you have that lawyer that once they hear the name, they know that okay, there's trouble, there's gobe wala to share. Like maybe she mentioned that person's name, like, okay, don't worry, madam, we're just going to just settle this amongst ourselves. The acting was on point. And then just like that, they gave her a lot of goods, because she was saying that they ruined our designer skirt, our designer shoe, even our so-called, like she mentioned the amount of air that she bought. They ruined it because they did not take care of their vicinity very well for her, for a very big client to have fallen. She even said that she was intending to come and spend like 1 million. That's why I don't have 1,000 right in her bank. Anyway, they shall give her a lot of goods, and then she was telling prodigy, that is Pretty Fola, that this is how you do it. If you want to fake it, learn how to do it. And then the things that she got, she went and distributes them to a lot of people, and from there they took us to meet our person, the lady that gives her the clothes that she wears. And then after that too, they opened up to the scene of Femi Adebayo. Let me call him, in the spirit of this review, I'm gonna call him Agbameko. So Femi Adebayo has a mechanic store where they repair cars, and is in the industry, like is where the big leagues are. So he gets all of these BB cars, and he's the one that rents out all of these BB cars. In fact, I don't even think she pays. He just gives it to her, then she just settle him and all of that. So that explains how she's able to keep up with the appearance, from the rich clothes, the designer clothes, designer bags, designer shoes, to the luxurious cars and big airs. That gives us an insight as to how she's living that life. After all of those things, it brought us to the ghetto, where there is LATEEFAH Dedimeji, and there is Officer Wars, and there's also Fetia Balogun and Kiki local champion. People that do makeup for Kiki in that movie, they need to arrest them, because no, those makeups were not in this life. The makeup were really, really off. Like, it was just giving the local champion vibe, which is very good. I like that. That's one of the things that I don't like. They followed the props was on point. And then she came home. LATEEFAH Dedimeji was forming giveaway king to show another fake life of people that you have on the internet that will come and start doing giveaway. Last did not even have money, so they live in the slum. And then LATEEFAH Dedimeji is owing the landlord, that is Fetia Balogun, and then she was harassing them while they were on live. It was on live with Officer Wiz. I can imagine being on live, and then your landlady, you that are forming Mr. Giveaway, and landlady is just like, come and pay my money. Guess how much this man is owing? 20 shingbai, like 20,000 naira. That's insane. That's really, really insane. And then Shalewa, Wunmi Toriola came, and she was like, Madam, close she around, say, don't worry, I'm gonna keep it in money. So when I don't have money. Anyway, Shasha paid for him. And beginning scenes, they've already showed us that she's living a fake life, how she's able to sustain the life, and a kind of life gone where she's living. They got to show us how she gets information to get into the big league. So she was at the pool at one time, and she heard one man talking about a particular event, and one lady that could not make it, Atiri, I think that's her name, and she went there using the person's name. She was looking really gorgeous and really good. See, there's something about fake life. You need to know, just like when you're doing business, they tell you that you need to know your craft. So what she did is, she knows her craft. She doesn't have it, but she knows the technical know-how of the rich people. I mean, she could literally, like, she could check you out in one stand. She could tell you what you're wearing, and that brings us to Femi Rhodes. That would be Koleremi, which is the lead actor in that movie. So when she saw Koleremi was one. She came into the hall, just trying to get information and meet people. Then Koleremi saw Omoto set, Omoto fine, that's also working. A very fine girl that came in, and then he started to go up to her. And there's something that I learned from that part. As a girl, it teaches us that give them a little bit of your attention and move on. They will chase you, even if it's just to, even if it's just to collaborate you, they will still come and chase you. They'll come and chase you. And that was one thing that I took from that scene, because Koleremi was there to talk to her. She spoke to him briefly, and then she left. Kule followed her, and then she spoke to him briefly again. In her mind, she's like, Emma Oboboisha, you want to spoil my job. Me that I'm here on these guys, and you are following me up and down. At that particular moment, the Atire, the main person that owns the name, was at the door about to come in. And since she could hear the noise, before her cover get blown, she decided to just, to jack back. While she was trying to run away again, Uncle Koleremi came again. Baba, Shawo, is it that the girl is so fine? I don't even understand. But when he came, they had a few conversations about what he does. He's into billboards, and then what she does. Says she's a lifestyle shopper. And in that standing, rather, she tell him the kind of ashwear that he's wearing is cologne. The product, the maker of the watch that I was wearing and everything. Even if they is me, I'm gonna be impressed. Come up, Paro. Baba was swayed. Then our assistant commissioner general, that would be Nancy Seaman. She came in. She's Femi Rhodes' assistant, and then she came in. She was giving attitude. Where those people used to like their oga, and they don't want the other person to come close to their oga. That is the role that Nancy played. I mean, Nancy embodied that role so much that at the premiere, we not know that where Nancy is a very good girl. We'll go and beat her. Wait, what's your own gong? And Nancy, what's your own gong? Mind your business. So at that point, she was trying to get Femi Rhodes to go into the hall. and then she was gonna leave because they were gonna go somewhere first. Femi offered to take her to one of their billboard stand. Then they were gonna go before Nancy came in, and then Nancy was like, they need to go, and she was like, Mr. Femi does not mix pleasure with work. Guess what Wunmi Toriola said? He said, you're gonna be here and you're gonna witness how he mixes pleasure with work for me. That was insane. You know, when you could God, you cannot really feel it. You need to go and watch it for you to really feel the scene I'm talking about. And just at that point, Nancy was thinking that Femi would literally go, but Femi was looking at her, how she was talking with so much confidence and so much conviction and so much grace. And he said, you know what, you and this particular person should go for the meeting. I'm gonna go with this very fine girl. That point, you have won in life. At that point, Wunmi Toriola has won. Don't let nobody say anything again. And that was how they left. He took her to the billboard. They had a few conversations, and that was how they started talking. So I think he ran her through a project that he was working on, and then she was like that she does this too, that she does that too, that she knows a few things about advertising and all that, and that she would like to work for him. Mama went home. Like I said again, if you want to fake it, make sure that you know your craft. She went home. She did her assignment, check up on the guy's background and everything. And when it was time for a meeting that she came for, like they had this retreat, and then they were supposed to talk about the job and everything, and then she dropped this massive idea. If there is a company that had that idea, trust me, they will be selling. Because at that point, I know that a lot of people in the industry would have stolen that idea and refurbished it because the idea was that good. And that shows that it is not enough that you're faking it. Are you smart? And that was what saved Wunmi, because although she's faking it, she's smart. And if she wasn't faking, she decided that she really wants to go full head on to face life straight away. She's gonna make it. Although it might not be as fast as it is. She might not have met Femi Rose, because Femi is like Femi's family in the movie, they're like the Otedolas, like the Dangotes. So yeah, she probably might not have met him if she had not faked it. But she wasn't just faking it, she was smart. Funny enough, she even said that she's part of the Adili kids, and then that was when Nancy started eating her. It was even Nancy that chipped it into the conversation while they were on the retreat, that based on this project that they're doing for Lagos State, that they want to extend it to Osun State too. And since Auntie Wunmi, you know, is a family to the Adeleke, she can help them talk to our uncle, that is, you know, the governor, the dancing governor. And then that point, Wunmi was gonna swallow herself, but she still carried herself with grace. Be confident. If you want to lie with conviction. Lie with confidence, and that's what Wunmi did. Now, I'm not saying that it's good to lie. That's why I said that this movie is comical. It has a lesson to learn, and it has an emotional side to it. I'm going to stop here because I want you to go and watch the movie in the cinema. So come back and let's talk about those things that I did not talk about. But yes, if you want to know if Wunmi got caught, yes. Was she able to restore her image? You know, definitely that was what happened. But was she able to get back with Femi? That's very heartbroken. But you'll find out. What was the most emotional part there? You find out as well. Now, let's get into the cast. Wow! You see, for the cast and crew, I don't know who selected them, but everybody brought in their end game. This is not even about them not wanting, you know, you already know what you're supposed to do, you don't have to overdo it. No. Everybody did it. And then the mother, Femi Rose's mother, is Dumebi. She was giving that grace that you can see that exudes from the depth of your bottom of your heart. The grace was so beautiful, and the poise, it was so on point. Like you could tell that, okay, these people are rich. They don't have to stress. You know when you're angry as a rich woman, but only your words could pierce into somebody's heart and break it without you even lifting a hand to eat them on the head. Yes, she had one of those encounters with Wunmi Toriola when she went to visit the family. You're gonna find out when you watch the movie in cinema. So the cast did a very amazing job. I've seen a few of Wunmi Toriola's movie, and then to think that she had to stick to the script, because I remember one of the time when I asked her on the red carpet how it was for her, you know, with the script, considering her character, you know, she mostly plays herself with her angry self, loud self. But in this particular movie, she spoke more of English than she did with Yoruba. And she was very calm. She's not really herself. She said in the movie, during the making of the movie, they had to follow the script back to back. That alone should show you the commitment that went into the movie. And there was what's her name called? Pretty Fola. Pretty Fola is our protege, the person that is like our assistant. And there was this very emotional scene with Wunmi Toriola and Pretty Fola. That particular scene, I don't know, but I think that next year AMVC, this movie is going to be nominated. I'm going to come and remind you of this thing. And I don't know if I should put a bet on it that Pretty Fola is going to be nominated for Best Supporting Lead or Supporting Actress. I don't know, because she played a role as a very good protege. She was learning, and then when Wunmi almost gave up, she was the one that lifted her spirit, and that scene moved everybody at the premiere. Like, a few of us cried. Yes. So Wunmi Toriola brought her A game. Pretty Fola was on point, and Nancy, I've said it earlier, Kanigbe would not know that way. Auntie Nancy is a very good person. Will have beat her out of the all. Will have beat Auntie Nancy in the all with what she did in that movie. But yes, it was that good. I mean, we know Nancy to be the angel, to be the action lady, but she was the villain for once, and it hit. Oh my god, it hit. Femi Adebayo, Agbameko, the one that gives out the car, he did his own part, not too much things, but it was on point. And there was Brother Shaggy. Brother Shaggy was, the young love. I feel like they brought some K-drama shit, taking us back to the years when she was young, and when you would have had encounter with one boy when you were younger, you guys would grow up together and you expected to get married. That was the situation with Wunmi Toriola and Brother Shaggy, but they never got married because their class is not even on the same level. It's far, gone. It's very, 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 very far. And yes, there was Enioluwa. Enioluwa was just there. It was just one boy in the streets. There's Madam Shaje. Madam Shaje is Wunmi Toriola's mom. One of those moms that would definitely shield you, but also tell you that you're doing wrong. She grew. They stay in the slum, but that still does not change our perception about life and our responsibility towards our child's future. When Wunmi was trying to scam, I think there was one scene where they had gone to the cinema, to the restaurant together, and then she put the song. The mother was so pissed and she wanted to leave, but they still lied to her and calmed her down. And there was this part when she and her mother were like Lori Oyinbo Memi Oluwa Gbakoso Oluwa Gbakoso. That part really, I think that part is in the trailer. That part really, really is for me. Yes, there was Feta Balogun. Feta Balogun is a landlady. All those landlady, those local champion landlady that are always beefing their tenant's daughter. They want their children to do better than them, and when the child rather is doing better than their child, they always give this attitude that they don't like you. Yes, Auntie Fita Balogun was on point with that. She did it so bad. And yes, Kiki, this is Kiki's normal character, but seeing Kiki, the ever English lady, the ever posh lady, even when she's acting local, she still looked posh, being completely local. Completely local against Wunmi Toriola. So she's also one of those fake it till you make it. But I won't fake it till you make it. Still need to go back to school. Kindergarten is where it is. Whereas Wunmi Toriola's fake it till you make it is already in masters. And when you're preparing for masters, or when you're studying for masters. So the difference is there. And there was one part when she was talking about she living in Dolphin. Snow in summer. Snow in the summer. Here you want to collect bunny, and that she's living in Dolphin Estate, and they used to steal dolphin. Wait, are there people like you that think that you're going to steal dolphin in Dolphin Estate? Igbadoji knows what I you, but that's not. I'm sorry, but yes, Kiki also brought her A game. Who else was there? There was Officer Woods. Yes, maybe like I said, she was good, and then yes, Femi Rose's sister. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. She was also there. She's also in Farmer's Bride. Yeah, she's the Farmer's Bride as well. And then she really did good. She was like one of the glues that brought all the pieces together. And she also brought her A game. So for the casting, their acting was on point. It was so good. The cinematography, oh please. Oh, please. It was so clean. I mean, you could see everything. You could see the pores on their face. And it was that good. The sound was clear. The choice of songs were really good. The emotional parts were very well expressed. The funny parts were very well expressed as well. Like you could tell that okay, there's a funny still coming in, there's a funny scene rather coming in, and there's a serious scene coming in, there's a love scene coming in. I love the choice of sounds because they were very good and very direct. That was on point for me. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? I mean, like the movie overall is that good. Like I said, it's a comedy movie, but when you are brought into comedy, and then you could there is a touch of some serious life experiences coming into it, and everything was working together. Everything, like you don't feel lost between the rich and the poor. Everything was so in sync. And like I said earlier, that there is a lesson to learn. I stated this lesson a lot that I'm saying is that if you want to fake it, know that way you know what you're faking. You're claiming that you're friends with the 1% of the 1%, you look good, but you can't even form a good sentence. Like even if you can form sentence, your lie, your blunder is so big that it could break, like it could bring down a whole ceiling. Ceiling carry, ceiling is small. It could bring down like a 30-story building. So you get what I'm trying to say, that if you wanna lie with a lot of conviction, make sure that you've done your research. I'm not giving you updates, I'm not giving you updates so you can go and be lying. But the movie is just centering around the fact that it is okay for you to want to fake it in it. I mean, it is what everybody, a lot of people have been doing this, even people in the industry are still faking it in make. Even people like us, they are living fake life. We God help us. But the point is, how far are you willing to go to prevent, to sustain your fake life? What exactly do you know about life? Can you even defend yourself in the space of okay, they now eventually catch you that okay, you don't even have money, that's finished, you don't have money, do you have sense? And some people don't mind if you don't have money, but can they hold a good conversation with you? Can they go to places with you and then you will not embarrass them? That is what, if Kiki was in that shoe, according to the movie, Kiki would have embarrassed our ancestors. But in case of Wunmi Toriola, like she was there. Even when she's there, you that you belong in that circle yourself, you might feel lost and ask yourself, am I really sure? So yes, I hope that with this walkthrough I've given you guys, without stating any reasons, but letting you see the movie, is talking about the characters. A choice of character also determines if a movie is gonna eat. Yes, talking about the characters, the casting, and the location. They went like deep into the slum. I really need to get like where they really used. They went so deep into the slum to really portray the poor life, to show how poor she is and how big she carries herself. Because compared to where she's living and where she chooses, where she takes herself to, like the margin is so wide. It's going to be hard for you to put the pieces together. But yes, it just shows you that you can be broke. Another lesson is, you should not allow your situation to really determine who you are or make a statement for what you can become. You are bigger than your environment, you are bigger than your situation. It just depends on how you're able to visualize yourself, where you see yourself in your mind and in the society. So for me, I always say that every movie deserves a 5 for the effort, for the storyline and everything. So this movie, I'm gonna give it a solid, a very strong and bobono 8.5. Can I hear claps, please? 8.5 for this movie because it's that good, and it is showing in all the cinema. Make sure to go and watch it. And this is the end of today's review. I hope you enjoy it because I feel like I'm really out of character today. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this movie review. Please drop a comment, leave a comment rather. Make sure to share. Please subscribe. Subscribe so I can bring in more to you. My name is Just Goody, and until we meet again, I am your host, your reviewer, your moderator forever and always, Just Goody. Bye bye.